Hey guys, stick around and watch me restore the ceiling fan, just a blank white ceiling fan that we had in our mudroom, to these cool Canoe paddles, ceiling fan blades that we are using now. So something different, something cool. These are a couple pieces of slate, which work great because they keep things really flat over here. So this is a really nice, easy way to keep things in really good shape. It's also nice to have a dedicated glue up spot in the shop, especially when you have all these students that are all over the place. Having one spot to just keep all your glue stuff, your clamps, and to keep like glue and goopy spots and off the work tables, this is a really good way. So I don't let students glue up on the tables or anything like that. So let's do this glue up. Now for this particular project, I'm actually doing a patterned glue up here. So I want to lay these out in really good shape. After this glues up, I'm going to run it back through the planer again. So this is just to help get me to kind of a good spot about like that. I'm missing two things. Here we go. So there we go. That's what I'm going for. So one thing is we do have like glue up brushes that we can use, but honestly, I just grab like a little scrap block, or sometimes you just use my finger. But I want to make sure that I get good glue connection on all sides, not just one side, because eventually those things will break down on you. You want to get a really good glue up all the way down.
Put him on, and he was a worker, and he just went right at it.
So I have glued up. These are actually going to be ceiling fan blades that look like canoe paddles. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing this up, and during my glue up, everything doesn't come out perfectly flat and flush to each other. So I accommodate for that by gluing up a little thicker, and then I run them through the planer to take off that thickness and get everything nice and flat and flush. So as you can see, I have taken down the ceiling fan blades that were up there, and my inspiration has been off of some Canoe paddles that I've seen that I really like. They're normally segmented in wood in some type, and then they're painted. If you follow Sanborn Company on Instagram, I'll tag them in the notes. They sell a lot of canoes like this, and I've seen a lot of others with similar ideas and thoughts. I just thought this would be really cool to spruce up a white ceiling fan in our house that's kind of boring and really just a white area. We're trying to make our mudroom that we walk into from the main part of the house to look a little bit more outdoorsy, mountain man type, if you will. We do a lot of hiking and camping and outdoorsy type stuff. And so we're trying to incorporate a lot of that into that area. We walk into there from the garage, and that's the main part of the house that people walk into when they walk into our house. So trying to do like canoe paddles. Eventually I would like to build a cedar strip boat, cedar strip canoe, and just any type of outdoorsy stuff, and even hand tools and stuff like that that I like to showcase. So I'm using this spoke shave here to reshape just the exterior of these panels, fan blades. I'm just trying to take, like, there's a little bit of a high spot right here. I'm just trying to smooth that all out and connect that so it's not such an irregular line. Look.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Don't touch.
Okay, so one concern that I have with these is that I'm worried that only having one screw in here and a pivot point, eventually these can rock. So what I'm gonna do to add a little bit of strength, and I thought it might kind of look cool, is I just bought some jute twine here, and I'm going to use this to wrap tightly around this bracket. I think it'll look cool, but I think it will help add a lot of strength to the position. So I think that's gonna help strengthen this, keep this position a little bit tighter. I think it looks cool. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty cool. So, a collaboration between me and my wife, but I think it was a pretty cool project. Are you still here? I'm actually quite impressed and excited that you made it this far. I'm always kind of curious as to who actually watches the full length of the video. So do me a favor, at the end of this, I want you to go down below and leave me a comment and let me know that you made it this far, because I'm always kind of curious as to who actually does it. So I always have an idea, but you know, it's nice to see who can get here. I would like to, while you're here, I would like to share a few things with you that kind of have been on my mind and something that I've been trying to work on and develop a little bit over the last few months. If you follow me on Instagram and if you follow some of the videos I've done here, you probably see that we're very fortunate and we're very blessed that we have the property that we have. I actually grew up on this property. We own 3 acres here in central Illinois, and we live on a gravel road. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's a great place to raise children. And what I would like to do in my future is I would like to use my property to kind of, I guess, help people, but more or less make it a cool place to come to and a place that people want to be at, and get good people out here and build a good community and a good network of people that look to help others. And we have the space for it, and I have ideas and I have thoughts that I want to get to, and I'm still trying to formulate all of it. I can't put it all exactly together in my mind of what it exactly looks like. If you follow me for a couple years, you've probably seen that we have classes out here. I've hosted some woodworking classes, and I would like to host some events such as that. I would like to do maybe some blacksmithing classes and woodworking classes and just some other things that really can kind of help teach some people some basic beginner stuff or get them in. I have a lot of friends that are extremely talented that I would like to bring out and almost have it be like an event type class or an event type weekend. And my whole idea is that it would be, the word that keeps floating in my mind is self-investment. I want to have a place that people would like to come to and be a part of, where we can, all help each other and build each other up, and not so much on a social media platform. Like, that's all fine and dandy, and it's great to be able to meet people and get inspiration that way. But I'm looking for something on a deeper level, and I'm looking for something that might be more meaningful to people and have a longer lasting effect. I'm trying to put together and think about just doing a website for myself that I could possibly, I've thought about starting to write a blog or do something like that. And I would just like to really continue to build off of the people that I'm continuously talking to, and the people that give me lots of inspiration, and the people that help support me. And I'm always extremely grateful, and it's such an interesting time that we're living in, where we can, meet and communicate with people across the nation, across the world, and we through this person can meet this person, and it's such a neat experience. And I've been fortunate enough to be in some situations where I've personally, been able to meet people like that, or be at events where you're meeting people, and that's what I want to do. And I'm going to give you a very quick tour of what I currently have, but I want to throw a couple ideas on there of what I want to do. So stick around for a little bit longer, and you can see what I'm talking about. So this is currently my big shop, and I have a dirt floor in here, and don't worry about this right here, but I built this storage lumber rack a couple weeks ago. This is my friend's forge, but we've been using it, and this is a big wood pile over here. This is a big scrap pile over here. But in here is where I've enjoyed hosting the classes. This is my wood shop here that I use when I can. Again, this is in disarray as well because of some projects and stuff I've had going on. There's the paddle board and some other stuff. But my main thing here, this building right here, is a building that we built back in 2003. And right now it's just being used for some cows. It was originally built as a horse barn. But my idea is I want to take this and I want to make this building look like it was built in 1850. And I want it to be a really attractive, nice looking building. And this is where my classes and events would be hosted, kind of like an event type building. And I'm not exactly sure all what it'll be, but I want vinyl off and all this other stuff. I'm planning on doing a lot of timber framing. I'm picturing some blacksmithing. I'm picturing some handwork, some hand woodworking classes, and anything like that. So stay tuned. So thanks for following along, and I really do appreciate the people that reach out to me and that communicate with me, and I enjoy that part. And my favorite part of all of this has been meeting these people in person. And if I haven't met you, I want to meet you. So maybe out here someday, maybe at another event, but these are my kind of longer term plans. And I just want to say thank you for supporting me, and I want to grow this, and I want to make this a bigger thing for more people to enjoy. So thanks for following along, and please subscribe if you're not already, and keep looking out for the next video.